What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy FoodService driver back in the building. So sorry I haven't been uploading. It's a lot going on. I've been training, a lot of real busy season. I'm just here to answer questions that's been asked many times. People want to make a video about it. So we're gonna get right to it. Just for all the beginners, people who coming in, people who think about coming in. It's a lot. This is some things you need to be well known. First off, when you start training, these are the things you need to look for in a trainer. Somebody who's gonna push you, somebody who's gonna motivate you, somebody who's gonna help you get the job done, somebody who's gonna give you great tips, and somebody that's not gonna use you. I'm tired of getting trainees who trainers just use them to get the route done, and then they get paid for the route getting done to go home, and the trainer doesn't know nothing. Your trainer, you need to actually train a lot of questions. It's just no point, period. That's what the trainer is for. You need to ask a lot of questions. You need to learn how to stack. You need to learn what goes where. You need to learn tips and tricks. Like, pick your trainer's brain. I can't stress that enough about picking your trainer's brain. If you sitting there trying to pick your trainer's brain and your trainer's getting fed up or don't feel like answering questions or whatever, get another trainer, because that's not a sign of a good trainer. A good trainer is gonna help you, so when you're out there on your own, you could do the job on your own, rather than you just suffering and being out there stranded, and then somebody got to come help you, then you're falling behind, and if you fall too behind and you're not picking up the pace, and you get fired. That's just the bottom way it is in food service. You don't pick up the pace and you're not meeting quota, you're gonna get fired. So if you ask them a lot of questions, your trainer don't answer them, or the trainer don't want to help you, get rid of them, get another trainer. Just tell them you're not comfortable with that trainer, you're not learning anything from that trainer, and you prefer to get another trainer. Also, here's the thing I do with my trainees. Once I finish training you and we do a route, I'm gonna make you do the whole route by yourself. The only way I would ever step in on a trainee is if you're taking way too long for one stop. And the reason being is a trainer's supposed to gradually let you do the route on your own, because that's basically what it's gonna boil down to when you get cut loose. You literally gonna do routes on your own. Sometimes you might get a partner. That's just is a 50-50 gamble, but majority of the time you're gonna be running routes by yourself. So I'd rather let you run the route by yourself and time you and tell you, hey, you might be doing this stop too slow, or you doing pretty good, pick up the pace, or I give pointers, analyze like how you stack and give you points and trips. But if your trainer is not doing all these things for you, you need another trainer. Just get rid of them. Don't even bother, because you don't want to go out there by yourself and your trainer didn't help you with nothing, and then you get stranded, and then you get frustrated, and then you want to quit. And that's why a lot of people quit, because they don't have good trainers. So if your trainer's not pushing you or motivating you or any of that nature, then you just got to get rid of them. Another thing, shoes. I personally do not wear any composite or steel toe. I don't do it. I just don't do it. I used to, then my feet started hurting, not for it. The only shoes I would recommend, if you want composite toe or steel toe, I would recommend either Keens or Red Wing. That's it. Oh, and Skechers. Skechers is what I wear. I wear the sneakers. I don't wear the boots. I wear the boots. I have waterproof boots and waterproof shoes. I only wear the boots if it's like pouring down rain outside, and you know what I'm saying? That's the only time I wear my boots. But other than that, I'm wearing sneakers all night. I like to feel comfortable. I don't like my toe getting, beat up and pinched and all that. It just, the steel toes and the composite just don't work for me. I recommend, if you're getting shoes, get like Skechers. Like, see, I got some Skechers, and then they all got the memory foam in it. That's why I would recommend just get the Skechers, get the slip resistant oil, slip resistant, oil resistant, all that. And then there are some that are like waterproof for if it rains, get your shoes wet. The pricing for that, for my shoes, for like Skechers shoes, you can look anywhere from $60 to $120, $130. $120, $130, that's like the upper end, where it's like waterproof, has a lot of other features to it. But if you want like the basic features, like the slip resistant, oil resistant, and waterproof and all that, it's like 60 to 80 bucks on the high end and the low end. So I definitely recommend Skechers. If you don't want to wear shoes, you want to wear boots, I would highly recommend either Keens or Red Wings. That's the only two I recommend. Keens, they're pretty good. They're like hiking boots, but they got slip resistant. They got like spikes at the bottom of your shoes, you know what I'm saying? And the Red Wing is pretty good. The tread on the bottom is very good. Red, I will, rock with that as well. How long these shoes gonna last you? It all depends. Honestly, I go through 2 pairs of shoes in 2 months. And the reason being is depending on the ramp, because these ramps do have spikes in them, and which would tear up and eat up the bottom of the sole of your shoe. It's just all part of the game. I mean, depending on what ramp you got some that's smoother where it won't eat up your shoes, but the ones we use over here at McLean, at RDC, they eat up your shoes like crazy. I had a brand new pair of Red Wings when I first started, but then 2 months later, the bottom of my shoes just ate the hell up. Plus, I'm constantly running back and forth, so it's eating up the shoes as you going up and down, up and down, up and down the ramp all night. So that's why I'm gonna give you advice on that. You're really gonna be spending a bit of a money on shoes, but if you get like a good pair, it should last you pretty well. If you're not really running up and down that light, it should last you pretty well. Another thing, when you come over to McLean or any other, company, like US Foods, Cisco, Gordon, any one, they give you a boot allowance, like a shoe allowance. So basically, your first pair is on the company, they'll pay for it. And then after that, you get like a shoe allowance per year or every quarter. I know for us, we get it per quarter. So other companies are different, so you have to be mindful. But as I said, you just gotta know what you gotta get yourself into. Also, here's another thing. I would highly recommend Bungee Cords. This is like $5. I would highly recommend it. I use it for all my deliveries. They got like long ones, short ones. I use these to prop the doors open. And them tough doors, it's highly recommended you get Bungee Cords to prop the doors up instead of trying to grab boxes, try to look for stuff and all that. Another thing I highly recommend is a headlamp flashlight. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Every company has faulty trailers. There may be a couple that's brand new, but you're not always gonna be in a brand new. I would highly recommend you get a headlamp or trailer lights to put in your trailer, because 9 times out of 10, some of these trailers are old and you will have no lights and you will be delivering in the lights. Or you could call for roadside and delay your route for a couple hours because you waiting for your lights to get, repaired. So I highly recommend you get headlamp or trailer lights, and also Bungee Cord. These are very good things to have when you starting off. Also some door stoppers you could get. I would get the hard, sturdy door stoppers. Don't get the small, cheap, and get the hard, sturdy ones, because some of these doors, you're gonna have like metal doors, you're gonna have wood doors, you're gonna have like heavy doors that if you put the low, cheap door stopper, it's just really not gonna do nothing for you. So that's my advice. I'll definitely give any other thing that you wanna know, any other tips you wanna know, leave it down in the comment section below. I am working on videos, but be mindful, I can't really record that much due to the fact that I have trainees, and my trainees, some of them don't feel comfortable in being recorded. So I will get to uploading, more videos to help out people who want to learn how to stack, learn where stuff goes in there. So you guys have any questions, leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll definitely hit you guys back up. FoodService out.